Robbie is with us. Robbie is in St. George, Utah. Hey, Robbie, how are you?
Doing great, Dave. How about yourself?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Okay, so I'm 21 years old. I'm recently married. I've been married now for 3 months.
Congratulations.
And thank you. So I'm still about $4,000 in debt. I'm a pretty new listener, and so I'm just going through the baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is what is the best way for me to save as I'm a full-time student? And, I mean, all the listeners that I've listened to and how they're in student debt, obviously that's the way I don't want to go into. And, I mean, what's your advice, the best way to save while going through the school so I don't have to take out student loans?
Gotcha. How much do you like finishing?
What's that?
How much time does it take you to finish?
So, fortunately, I have parents that are going to help me with my associates, and then after that, I want to be a chiropractor, so I have another 4 years after that. So, I mean, I got another 6 years total.
Okay. And you're talking about spending how much money to become a chiropractor?
So, I mean, I'm looking in between 120 and 180.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you make? You're a full-time student now.
I'm part-time right now, so I'm working, and so me and my wife, we make about 40 a year together.
Okay. All right. Well, the only way I know to do that is there has to be a dramatic income change, or there has to be some kind of cash from outside coming at you. That would be like scholarships or something along those lines. I am not personally familiar. I am not sure it doesn't exist, but I'm not personally familiar with scholarships for chiropractic. I've never seen them. They may exist. I just don't know. And so if I'm in your world, if I've got, I got to figure out a way to get my income up or find $180,000 worth of help from somewhere to keep me from going into debt to do this, right? And or it becomes the problem. Because here's the issue. A lot of chiropractors make $45,000 to $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And so unless you learn something along the way that allows you to be one of the chiropractors that makes $150,000 a year, which they are out there, there's no possible way it is worth $180,000. So you've got to look at that part of the equation, and because for the money you're spending, you could be an MD.
Yeah.
And almost, real close, depending on where you went to school and so forth. So, that's something to study. So I want to study what I'm going to do when I get out that allows, what are the chiropractors doing that are making six figures, the ones that are winning? Because I'm telling you, man, in the last 30 years, I have met with a disturbing number of them that don't make the money to pay their student loans.
Yeah.
The ROI on it is a lot different than other things because it comes down to how well you can market, how well you can run your practice, the supplements you sell, other things you get involved in inside the business. I know very successful chiropractors, but I know way too many to suit me that don't make enough money to have justified spending that kind of money. So you've got to know that you're going to be one of those that makes good money as a result of this, and then you've got to figure out where the money comes from to go. And I wish I had a good suggestion for you. I will tell you, there's no possible way were I in your shoes that I would go $180,000 in debt to be a chiropractor. Not in 1,000 million years. Never would I do that. And of course, I wouldn't go in debt. I wouldn't tell you to go in debt for anything, but there's just no possible way I would do that. So you've got to figure out a way to get this funded if this is your dream, and while you're doing it, make sure that you've got the ability to become one of the high producers.